for college football, and you will see plenty of Buffaloes roaming here. What a game and what potential drama we have in store. You've seen this script before. Top 10 team goes into a cauldron of emotion on the road and just hopes to be able to get out and tell about it. And the Hurricanes will kick it off to get us underway. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. Good job by the coverage unit to stop the return man. So the Colorado Buffaloes return man hardly helped out the offense with that one. And here he comes, a man who epitomizes the phrase, the tight end's always open, David.
And yes, he is, Reese. And it's so cool. The tight end position now has evolved so much. You can move him all over the field, and you can really highlight a guy of his ability.
Too big for safeties to cover and too fast for linebackers to cover. This is a weapon they've got to take advantage of.
And it's incomplete. It was wild, high and wide on that one. These two conferences have been tied together for years through the Sugar Bowl, a little testiness with the whole Texas-Oklahoma thing, and now the rivalry on the field between the Big 12 and the SEC.
Yeah, and conference realignments played a big factor, too, between these two conferences. Think back to when Texas A&M and Missouri joined the SEC. So this is always a fun one to watch, David. Wide-open offense from the Big 12, and then you get the physicality and the speed from the SEC.
I think you nailed it right there. Two totally different worlds. They live in different worlds all the time. One is pitchy woo-woo, throw it around all over the yard. The other one, physicality. Which style can present itself today and win the ball game?
This guy's done a lot of good things early this year throwing the football. With that last completion, that now takes him over 1,000 yards passing for the year.
Wants to throw on first down. Gets it out quickly. Oh, he's so hard to get on the ground. He's got room. They've got the defense reeling right now with that big play to the 29.
How nice is it as a quarterback when you don't have to throw post routes to get great stats? No, I can just throw it quickly to one of the fastest players in the entire nation and let him burn this defense.
Ultras on defense.
Defense a little too anxious there. They're just making it easier for this offense. And the Buffaloes are moving quickly down the field. Toss sweep to the right. Keeps the legs moving. Stop is made almost immediately. Give him one to the 23.
Now that's what you're trying to do as a defense. Limit those damages when they run the football. Get them on the ground, short gains to set your defense for positive situations down the road.
And the quarterback bought some time, but not enough. Down he goes with the sack. The #1 job is to protect their quarterback, and they did not.
They did not. But my #1 job as a defensive lineman is to attack your quarterback and get him on the ground just like this, get in the sack, rattle this guy as much as you can, as many hits as possible on these quarterbacks.
Well, the defense just spent a whole lot of energy, too. That was a long play. That developed and took time, and they were pursuing. They weren't able to get him initially, so you got dudes huffing and puffing and sucking wind, and this offense all of a sudden down close to your goal line. You might want to consider subbing some fresh bodies out on the field.
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Buffaloes! I tell you, when this drive started, the defense thought they had them in a hole. Not anymore. What a performance.
And I really like the play calling by the offensive coordinator on that last drive. That was a nice mixture of running and throwing and getting different players involved. Really nice job, very poised in that play calling, and it showed up with the touchdown.
He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. So Miami's offense has the ball for the first time. And you want to talk about dudes who can bring the heat off the edge, David? Both of these teams have somebody that can do just that.
Man, so much fun. They get off the rock and they get in the backfield and get to quarterbacks. Make them feel uncomfortable, get them to the ground. These guys change the way offenses are playing the game.
These offensive coordinators better help out their quarterback. These guys need to be double-teamed with tight ends and running backs. You let these guys go one-on-one, you're asking to get sacked.
This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. Quick touch pass to the receiver. Moves up to the 34-yard line, give him a 10-yard pickup.
I love that play call, and I love the timing of the pre-snap motion. Because the quarterback was able to get it to the receiver right behind the offensive line, because of the timing, he was able to outflank the defense. That puts him out in space where he's able to use his speed. Nice job with the pre-snap motion and timing.
Kept it on the ground last time, bringing up a second down. Scanning the field, it's Sandoval. Going to take a shot. Oh, he dropped it, and what a missed opportunity early in this football game. Sometimes people say, if you're good enough, what's the big deal about going on the road? Well, if you're not careful, you might find out in a spot like this one, guys.
Yeah, no doubt about it. This is a hostile environment, and you know you're going to be getting the opponent's A-game for this one. They've circled this one all off-season, so they better be ready to bring it today, David.
And the hardest thing to do in college football is to go on the road. Everything about it changes, and you want to shut this crowd up early. You don't want to give them belief, because if it starts to build throughout the game, look out.
And the defense snows him under after a very short game.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Using the quick game. And he's a real nowhere man tackled in this no-gain land. They'll try to move the chains on this 3rd and long from the 50. He turns that loose down the right side. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Canes!
Man, tight ends do so much for your offense. They block like crazy. You pull them, you use them all over the place. And when you got a guy that can do this, it's just the cherry on top of the sundae, making big plays, going half the field plus to get the big touchdown.
And right down the middle. They go 83 yards on the drive. And they capped off the drive with a big play through the air, scoring from 50 yards out. Here's the return from inside his 10. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. And the Colorado offense is coming back onto the field. Man, what a drive last time for the touchdown. That passing attack was lethal, David.
Yeah, and you know, you hear all these stupid commentators like me and Jesse talking about create balance, run and pass. No, when you throw that good, spin the ball around.
So the defense has to find a way to affect the quarterback on this drive, because last drive he had way too much time to throw.
Trying play action. Fires on the move. Got it in the middle. It's O'Neal. Hit the afterburners, kid. He's at the 10. And he'll take it all the way. They couldn't bring him down. Touchdown, Colorado.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, he hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy, the connection between quarterback and wide receiver. You can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. Jesse, a very productive drive last time, wound up with a touchdown.
Yeah, mixing and matching play calling really well. Nice balance on that last one, Dave. Let's see what they can do here in this next drive.
Yeah, and I don't expect anything different. When you put together a drive like that, I would do more of the same. Keep the pace, keep it going.
They'll start this one from the 29 on 1st down. To the air, it's Sandoval. Oh, he wants it all. And that one falls incomplete. They tried to go over the top on 1st down. 2nd down coming up.
Long incompletions are okay. You got to take shots. You got to make big plays in college football. I love that you're taking shots. Keep taking them. Some of those are going to come home. Some of them aren't. But when they come home, they equal big-time points.
On second down, he'll try to make the connection. Quarterback now breaking the field. Nothing doing downfield. He'll cut his losses and throw it away. It'll be third down.
Well, man, this quarterback is fast. You saw that on his ability to scramble around, but he wasn't fast enough to outrun that hit. And it was the hit that caused the incompletion.
Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on third down. And it's incomplete despite some serious arm strength shown there. And the Canes send out the punt unit. Fair catch called for and made. Colorado has the ball back, and the Buffaloes hoping to put their team in prime position on offense. Boy, David, they would love to stack another touchdown on top of that last drive.
And this offense did such a good job on the last drive. Everything in rhythm, moved the ball down the field, didn't make those mistakes, Jesse, and they need to do it again on this one.
Yeah, you're right. They had the defense on their heels. You wonder what sort of communication was going on that sideline. What sort of changes were they able to make, because they got to stop the bleeding right now.
Really nice stop there from this senior leader.
You know, runs like this oftentimes are like a boxer in a boxing match. Obviously, it's not a knockout punch, but these are body blows. And as the game goes on, these small gains are going to...
And the freshman will chalk up a sack.
Great job by the pass rush up front. Third and long situation. They're anticipating pass, and they know the quarterback's going to have to hold on to the football. Nice job pinning their ears back and getting home.
They'll wrap him up and bring him down, and that's how we'll wrap up the first quarter. Guys, Colorado has the lead here. We've played one. Before we move on, let's have a look at the stats. They've swapped ends of the field, and we're ready to go in the second. First down to start the drive after the break. To the air, it's Sandoval. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down.
Well, they pick up the first down there on the screen. I love the offensive line there, allowing the pass rush to get way up the field. They completely baited their guys, made them think that they...
Open runway ahead. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Miami. He'll try to tack on one more. Right down the middle. Only took 2 plays to find the end zone on that drive, and gashing them on the touchdown run finished it off. All tied up and just about set to kick it away. Looking for those open spaces and opportunity. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. And the Colorado offense is coming back onto the field. Boy, 3 and out last time, David. They'd like to be more productive this time around.
Yeah, in the last drive, nothing really clicked. No rhythm. Got off the field really, really quickly. They need to put something together here.
Yeah, David, bad execution on that last drive. So they got to take a collective breath and start playing like a unit on this drive.
Offense gets set for second down. They'll move the running back to try to force the defense to adjust. Caught over the middle. It's Fung. How about this backer in pass coverage and bringing the big hit stick with him, too. Now looking for that first down on 3rd and short from the 26. Wide receiver coming across in motion. On 3rd and short, they'll try to throw for it. Blasted as he lets it go. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. And the Buffaloes will call on their punt team. That last howitzer was nice. How about another one just like it? He'll try to field the punt and bring it back. He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. They'll run this play from the pistol. Give to the running back. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Pocket starts to collapse. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
Doesn't take this defense a lot of time to get to the quarterback, man. They've got speed all over the place. They hit him so quickly, and because of that, the ball falls incomplete.
Grabbed in the middle. It's Sexton. And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that third down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
And here comes the offense on second down. And he's knocked down, but not before moving the chains.
If I'm building an offense in today's football, it's not around a quarterback that can't run. I'm going to find an athlete that I can give the ball because defensively, it starts to limit your coverages. It starts to limit what I can do. It makes me play the quarterback every single play. Just makes your job as a defensive coordinator extremely hard.
Reads it, fires complete.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Line getting set on second down. Down to the 26-yard line where the tackle is made. Pick up of 5 and a first down. And the Canes come to the line with a new set of downs. Quickly to the tight end. And an absolutely fearless tackle, giving up size, still got him on the turf. This offense has a second down play. Just a quick rhythm throw there and really good use of the tight end.
Yeah, good use of the big fella.
And he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, Hurricane!
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. And he takes this from inside the 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Colorado has the ball back, and the Buffaloes hoping to put their team in prime position on offense. Last time, David, it was 1-2-3 kick.
The last drive, that 3 and out, sometimes that puts your defense in a bad spot. And you got to get a drive together here so you don't wear the defense out.
I just think, David, too predictable that last drive. They got to do something here to get this defense on their heels.
He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
And that's a great job by the defense, understanding exactly the situation, understanding to stay home, play sound. No matter who gets the football, we're going to run to the football hard. We're going to cage the football, be disciplined. Nice job by the defense.
He kept those legs moving, got 3 out to the 19.
And the running back didn't get much there. Nice job by the defense. You can tell they're focused in on this running back, on this run game, being physical, getting knockbacks, and limiting his carries.
Going to try to get it himself. Nifty little... But enough for the first down, and he slides in safely.
That's so frustrating. I got you in the perfect situation. I get you in 3rd and long, more predictable. I know it's going to be a pass, and then Houdini pulls the rabbit.
And the quarterback is snowed under.
And they've been waiting for something good to happen with respect to getting after the quarterback, right? They're outside of the top 100 in the country in sacks per game, but finally now you see they're generating this pass rush. 3 sacks on the game so far.
And how about the work up front by that big defensive line?
Great job at contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened there.
And he gets out of there and gets some yardage and gets down without taking any punishment. The clock has reached the 2-minute mark, and they have a chance to at least cut into this lead before the break. The Buffaloes will try to pin them back with the punt. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. He'll field the punt and try to make something happen. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. And David, how they would love to stick it in the end zone one more time after that last drive.
And once you get the defense on their heels and you back them off a little bit, you get in a little bit of rhythm, it's really hard to stop, Jesse, and they're going to try to do it again right here.
And if you're this play caller, you're loving what's happening right now because everything you dialed up on that last drive ended up working out. You're just looking at your play sheet. Everything you're picking is working. Let's see if they can pull it off again here.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. It's 1st and 10 from the 31. He wants to throw. Trying to make magic with his feet. Still on his feet at the 45. And there was lots of space as he gets it to the 39-yard line. The clock will stop with this timeout from the offense. They'll get a chance to regroup on the sideline. Whole situation changed after that last big play. Now it's 1st and 10 from the 39. When they've got him looking run, now to pass. Trying to get behind the defense.
And the offensive coordinator here is really trying to stay aggressive and take a shot. Obviously, the offense couldn't click on that one. But later in the game, if I'm this offense, I'm continuing to stay aggressive. Keep the foot down on the gas pedal.
That's caught. It's Sexton. Gets out of bounds after the big play, and they'll be set up in business with a 1st and goal.
And as a defense, how scary is it having to defend this guy? He's one of the fastest players in America, and you saw it on that last play. It's not necessarily throwing him the ball over your head. They just get it to him quickly. The hard part now is running and tackling that guy. Not easy to do.
This offense is about to face the one thing that can stop it. Time expiring in the 1st half. Before then, they can get another score.
Nice job by the defense staying glued to him, getting him on the ground as soon as he catches the football, knowing he's a threat. I'm not going to let this guy get out of my sights. Nice job by the defense.
The run up the middle, trying to find his way to the goal line. Nowhere to go, and the ball's loose. Defense coming up with a huge fumble recovery.
Man, what a missed opportunity for this offense. They had a chance to get points. Now they turn the football over. But if I'm this defense, I'm ready to roll. I got them in the black zone. They got to go the length of the field, see if I can go make something happen and get this ball back to my offense.
He's going to be able to pick up a few yards before the slide. 1st half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Fellas, yeoman's work so far today in Boulder. And welcome in to the halftime update.
And the Buffaloes will kick it off to start the 2nd half. It bounds through the back of the end zone. It'll be a touchback. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. They opened this 3rd quarter on top, and they built the lead on the strength of that running game.
And they made a huge statement, too, just proving to the other team that they're more physical, they're winning in the trenches. So here in the 2nd half.
Oh, picked off. Didn't really have room to operate on the return, but he hands him the ball at the 32. 1st down for this offense. They go to the ground. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
Moving the running back, trying to get the D to tip its hand. Fires to the big fella. And it'll be a pickup of 9. They're facing a 3rd and 1. So an example of a tight end doing a little unheralded work to set up a much better third down situation.
And I like the QB here, Reese. I like the decision where I understand, let's get this football out, let's get some positive yards, and then get the third down, and we can still have a better situation now because we got rid of the football and took the yards that were there.
Got to give the defense credit on that play, taking everything away, forcing the incompletion. Now it's decision time. 4th and short, and you're in field goal range. What do you do here?
Right down the boulevard, it's good.
And he knocks another one through. And how about this kicker? Good way to start off your season, right? Like, what do you have at the spot? Sometimes you don't know. Can he make those kicks? Starting off, hasn't missed one yet. Been very dependable for this squad.
He's got a lot of confidence to bring that ball out of the end zone, but it didn't work out this time, out of bounds at the 16. First down here for the offense. Looking to throw, it's Sandoval. Quick completion on the out. They make the stop, but this passing game does some damage, and they move the sticks with the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll try the run. Give him 88 yards on the ground, and he's been terrific all season, ranking in the top 10 in rushing.
I know it's sexy to throw the football, but if you can pound it away and get these kind of gains, they will just add up, wear the defense down, get first downs, and ultimately get some points.
Going downfield for the big play. And the incomplete pass taking a shot on 2nd down, and they'll be left with a 3rd down.
Well, the offense is sending a very poor message. They didn't hit that play, but they've shown they've got the quarterback with the arm talent, and they've got the wide receivers with the speed. They are going to try and take shots and take the top off this defense. So if you're the secondary on defense, you know right now you're going to be in your back pedal, and you're going to be turning and running a lot throughout the course of this game.
Not going to risk a return here. Calls for the fair catch and makes it just around the 30-yard line. And the Colorado offense is coming back onto the field. David, they couldn't pay off that last drive with a touchdown.
Now, they moved the ball down the field and executed like they wanted to until they stalled out and had to settle for a field goal.
I think if you want to take the next step, too, here and score a touchdown, you got to start finding more creative ways to get your best players the ball. Let's see if they can do that here.
That penalty moves the ball back 10 yards. We'll replay the down. Offense set on 1st down. They want to throw it. He makes the connection. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. That big pickup on what they call the drag route, but if you hit it on time, you can hit the turbo boosters.
And you've got to be accurate on the throw, too, Reese. Nice job by the QB there, putting it out in front of his receiver to make an easy catch and then advance it.
That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. On 3rd down, going up top. And he can't escape, and down he goes.
Man, come on now, O-line. You got to take care of your quarterback. He takes care of you. He's the one who takes you to meals. He's the one that gets you those NIL deals. Everything happens through your quarterback. You got to keep him upright. That is your #1 priority.
And you make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
That's a big stop for the defense. That running back has had so much success. You're down in the football game. You need to get the ball back to your offense. You create a play like this. This will get the fires going, get the juices going. Now we got to go get a few more.
Looking for room at the 40. And how much running room have they been able to find on the ground? Man, are they piling up some gaudy rushing stats.
And these touch passes, it's so hard because there's always action off of it, right? If I fake this pass and I can run it up the gut or I can throw it and they just spread me out and make me defend so many things, and you can tell they got on the edge quick.
He'll take a deep shot here. He makes a grab, and he will score. Touchdown, K. He has been surgical, precision passes, using the scalpel, the fine instrument, rather than the blunt one.
The defense has had absolutely no answer for him. Just, he's been down their throats all game long, a step ahead, understanding what he's seeing, and just destroying this defense.
Let's see what he can get done from inside his own 15. Probably needed to pick up an extra block or two, but as it is, he'll be stopped at the 28. Colorado has the ball back, and the Buffaloes hoping to put their team in prime position on offense. Well, the quarterback can make a big play when he starts moving around.
You see a lot of quarterbacks get in trouble when they start forcing things. He did a really good job. He wanted to throw the football, you could tell. Drops back, nothing open. It's okay. I'm just going to take off, get what I can get.
Let's see what they've got on second down. The lone back's got it. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
Well, the defense knew coming into this one it was going to be a physical game. Guys are going to have to be great at the point of attack and get off blocks and make tackles. They couldn't stop the offense from picking up that first down on that run play.
He breaks a tackle. He had all kinds of company as soon as he got it. He had to fight his way back just to get to the line of scrimmage. And now on second down for this offense. The give to the tailback. Just a solid stop by this sophomore. Guys, this offense is already reeling down. Multiple possessions, really need to cash in on this drive. Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Quickly complete. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a first down. And the Buffaloes are on the move. Use the play fake, now to throw. He'll take a shot. Pulls it in the end zone. Touchdown, Bucs!
This quarterback really does a nice job seeing the field and reading coverage. And when you go empty and you spread the defense out, it's easier to see what the defense is doing.
He makes the catch for the 2, and now they're down by just a field goal. Just into the end zone, and he'll bring it out. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. David, they'd love to do what they did last time and put this one in the end zone.
You ain't lying. They did a great job. The offense was clicking. Everything went well, Palmer. They executed and got the touchdown.
He holds it in, and nobody's close. All kinds of running room. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Miami! And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown.
Miami, 35. Colorado, 25.
Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. And the Colorado offense is coming back onto the field. They are trailing by 10 here, Jesse, but this is the type of team that seems comfortable in an offensive shootout.
You got to hold serve at this point, right? You got to drive the field, put some more points up on the board. Yeah, they just scored. You can answer that now and keep this thing close, David.
And I think you're used to that as offense. Like, football is so fast-paced now and you score so quickly, it's not that big of a deal to get down 10. You keep being you, keep being aggressive.
Into the pile, maybe got one. He stopped at the 21. When you've already sent your punter out 4 times, at least he knows he's going to get his varsity letter, and his leg might get a bigger workout if they don't convert. Throws to the tight end. Makes the grab. And he almost ran away from everybody on that one. A huge pickup on that play. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Buffaloes have it with a 1st and 10. Wide receiver now comes in motion. Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. Finds his big tight end. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
On the play.
Here comes the offense on second down. Here's the handoff. And he's brought down after a nice gain. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. We've been treated to an aerial show by these two guys so far as you check out their numbers.
Miami, 35. Colorado, 25.
1 quarter to go, and might we have the makings of a classic fourth quarter finish. From the 44-yard line, the offense snaps it on first down. They're going to ride this running back. And that's a very productive first down play and bringing up 2nd and 3.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
The give to the back. Tackle is made, but not until he gets the first down.
Well, the good news is you got the first down running it there on 2nd and short. But the bad news is you're down by quite a bit here in the 4th quarter, and 2, 3, 4-yard gains aren't going to get it done. You've got to start chucking this thing vertically to get back in the game.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Nice job, defense. You always hear people talk about tackling the catch. You saw it right there. There was nowhere for that receiver to go once he had possession. As a result, no gain.
Knocked down after a 3-yard gain to the 25. They've moved it to the 25, but now facing a 3rd and long. Motion from the offense. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Unloads to the wideout. He's got it and still on his feet. He's run out of bounds after the big gain, and they are in business. 1st and goal.
They're trailing like they are.
And wait just a second. The official's going to take a second look at this one. And the play will stand after the replay booth just does a little double checking to make sure. First and goal, and this feels like their chance to make a game of it. Wide receiver shows motion. They'll dial up the run on 1st and goal. And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Buffaloes! So they get that score that they so desperately needed, and now they've got a chance to pull this one out.
Defense has got to give them a chance. The defense needs to get the ball back to them quickly so they can march down the field and try and score and narrow the gap again. This offense, they have the playmakers to come back and win this football game. They're going to need some help from the defense.
On the run from inside his own 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. The give to the back. They get him stopped after a gain of 4 out to the 28.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football, and the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
Excellent job working through the air there, finding a hole in that defense and picking up a first down. Fresh set of downs after the completion. Shows him the stiff arm. He's now up to 95 yards rushing, and that should be no surprise. He's been among the nation's elite all season. After the 9-yard pickup on first down, here's 2nd and 1. Running back searching for a hole. Still running at the 40. They make the stop, but this running game moves the chains as they get the first down.
Well, he was able to gash him on that play. You just give this guy 1 inch, one little crease. He puts his foot in the ground, and he gets north fast.
Here it is trying to flex the muscle. They get him down at the 34 after a pickup of 4.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead, and the offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
Squeezes out a couple of yards down to the 32.
Nice run, and I think everybody knows. He's right there next to that 100-yard mark, 98 yards on the day. And that's a mark, man, when you hit that mark a lot of times and you take care of the football, you win a lot of football games. It's the more physical team. It's the team that makes it easy, makes it easier on their quarterback, and they've done that today.
He's got his man. Good tackle there to stop him short of the first down, and now they have to make a call.
After that completion, it's decision time now for the head coach. Do you kick a field goal, add to your lead, make it more difficult on the opposing offense, or do you trust your quarterback to make one more big completion here and ice the game?
4th down and 1, and they'll go for it. And they'll bring him down, but not before he picks up the first down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Canes come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Wide out in motion. Touch pass on the jet sweep. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Kept it on the ground last time. Let's see if they go back to it on 2nd down. Looking to pass. It's Sandoval. Makes the grab. And he'll be taken down, but he does have enough for the first down.
They pick up the first down on the drag route. Good job by the receiver knowing it was man coverage. If he's looking, he's booking. He gave his quarterback the eyes right away that says, hey, I'm not stopping. Put it out in front of me. I'm getting this first down.
Defense there to stop him after a pickup of 2 down to the 15.
And this is a perfect situation. This is a situation, if you asked me to be in before the game, the coaches would have been in heaven. I got the football. I got the lead on their side of the field. Nice gain on first down. Same exact script. Do it again. Run the football, run the clock, let that thing tick down. And if we add points, we add points.
The handoff, keep working on that clock. He rolls all the way down to the 5-yard line before they finally get him stopped.
All right, defense, if they score, it's a wrap. It's over. So we got to find a way. I know the clock's our enemy, but we got to find a way. Stop. Put ourselves in a position we can get the ball with some clock and try to go down and make something happen offensively.
And the defense in desperation mode, trying to hang on to give their team a chance. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Hurricane.
And, you know, late in the games, offenses sometimes get conservative when they got the lead and they got the ball. I love this offense. They were aggressive. They got another score added to the lead. Now you're trying to salt this game away.
32.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. Colorado has the ball back, and the Buffaloes hoping to put their team in prime position on offense. Now they need to put something together to answer that last score.
There's a lot of pressure, too, on this offense to have to execute at a high level. They've got to score points, David, but they can't go too fast because their defense right now is tired.
And I think that's the difficulty being a play caller. Like, I have to balance all of those things. My defense is a little bit tired. I can't put on the field, but I got to be aggressive because this is a back-and-forth type game, so a lot to process and think about.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
And the quarterback gets hit again. We already know this defense has gotten home to him multiple times in this game. So here you are, you're trailing in the game. Defense knows you're going to throw it. They're pinning their ears back. You can't feel very confident right now if you're the play caller, and certainly if you're the quarterback, that you're going to have time to throw.
They'll keep this drive moving by picking up the first down. They have it at the 36. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play, trying to preserve every minute possible. They'll snap it from the 36. They've got a first down. He's looking to throw it. They're working that left side. And he was able to shed a tackle and pick up the first down before they finally get him on the ground. Sprinting to the line to try to get this one off. Clock's running. Going up top on first down. And there was nowhere to go for this quarterback, and down he goes. Clock's running, and they'll try to get to the line warp speed for second down. He's looking to throw. He'll pull it down. And with not much doing downfield, he found his parents open in the stands and threw it to them. Some third down conversions tougher than others. This one a long one on third down from the 43. They're trying to get to it. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on third down.
And now such a tough situation. Late in this game, you're trailing, but now it's 4th and long. Like, it's one thing if it's 4th and short. This makes it even more difficult. You got to have something dialed up you feel really great about.
Down by multiple possessions, you can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on fourth down. Can't find his man. It'll be incomplete, and that is a heartbreaker this late in the game.
After being stopped there on fourth down, this game's pretty much over. They were going to have to go down in a 2-minute situation and put at least 7 up on the board. They couldn't get it done. Things just haven't gone their way. It's been that type of day today. They're going to leave the stadium with the loss.
The quick out. And he was able to run through one tackle, but still only a modest gain. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Now after the short completion, it's second down. Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. Pass the 30. Hit the gas, kid, wide open ahead. And they will score. Touchdown, Canes. They build this fourth quarter lead, and they are just minutes away from going 5-0. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Two very different emotions inside the locker rooms of these teams who did battle today. Auburn had an impressive showing there on the Plains, winning this one by double digits, although it felt like it could have been more. Somewhere even Bo Jackson is impressed with this one. It's one game. You don't want to react too much either way. But I think both teams will leave this one with some things to work on moving forward.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance. Second down coming up. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. He's going to run it. They make the stop, but what a job on the scramble to get loose and pick up that first down. They immediately call timeout, trying to preserve every second they can to try to rally here late. He'll come out throwing on first down. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. And they lose the ball out of bounds. Big loss of yardage on that one, but at least they've got another shot. If this were a wider field, like maybe in Canada or something, that might have been a turnover.
And they could have turned it into a rouge, eh? I mean, this was a great chance by the defense here. I just love the fact that they are flying around and trying to dislodge the football.
Look at that toughness, just running through everybody.
Hey, you know, the defense here in this situation with a huge lead, they've got to anticipate that this offense is going to be trying to throw the ball to the sideline, so they've got to work different coverages and try to force the quarterback to go over the middle of the field with the football.
They're bringing heat. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
It's a nice adjustment by the defense here. With a big lead in the game, you're putting extra DBs on the field, knowing the offense has to throw to get back in this one in the fourth quarter. So your best cover guys on the field, and they force an incompletion on the last one.
And that's just a flat misfire, not even close to his receiver.
At this point of the game in the fourth quarter, it is going to be tough for this offense to get some completions here, because now, trailing by this much, the defense is expecting pass, and they're putting a whole bunch of extra DBs on the field to help them out in coverage.
Didn't have much of a choice, just had to throw that one away. It'll be fourth down.
It's so nice when you know it's 3rd and long, you know a pass is coming, you worked on it all week, get your feet set at the sticks, understand that quarterback's got to be rushed, get him off of his spot. Nice execution by this defense.
That is just a sideline clinic. Throw, catch, toe drag, everything you want. After this, it'll be a wrap. Comes out throwing on first down. He's going to let one fly down the middle. Into double coverage, and he picked it off. He goes out of bounds, but he just about did it himself. What a return after the interception. When we get to the offseason and they start having coaching clinics, they're going to roll this game tape back to show both offenses.
Dial it up and let it run. I mean, that's essentially what we saw in this game. It didn't matter what either offensive coordinator was calling. Everything seemed to work through throwing the football, in the intermediate passing game, the RPOs, the run game. David, this was just